That's all I could say about that. All right, the Dalamil Inn, the Dalmatian Republic. Are these Republicans?
The test, Sid. Off you go now. Rosina Dalamil awaits.
Sure they do. I don't even know what that is. A Rosina. Do I have any new side missions? It'd be really cool if I had a little side mission ready to go game, but I guess nope, we're going straight for the hard stuff. The main story. We're main veining.
Plates and pots.
Plates and pots.
Fresh
Bows.
bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Once you go flat. That's it. That's the sign. You never go back. Once you go flat, you never go back. Your carpets need cleaning. Respectably.
Is this the place? Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
Nah.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
What's
By
a
all
mummer?
means, find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
Dalamil.
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What
I said good day.
trouble?
If you're going to give us orders,
I said go
be
there.
clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Riddle.
Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
I guess we prioritize the main
I
quests.
thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamir.
Gosh. Gorsh. Lubor.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
Don't hum me. All right, we're in the desert now.
You rest, go. You've earned it.
Then we get to take on some desert enemies in deserted locations.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Whoa, that looks pretty beautiful. You know, a game does water really well is Horizon, but then again, Horizon does everything really well, so shouldn't be as a surprise, right? It is a beautiful game, but this is also a beautiful game in its own way. Is that a red chocobo? Whoa, that's cool. Neato. Ah, not cool. I'm sorry. I was admiring you, little fella. Why must we be violent toward each other? I thought we was friends. Scorpion. W-E-T-P-E-T pets. Bitch. Oh, we're still going. Five sharp fangs. That's what we got. Sharpy little fangs. Whoa, what's that? Is that a lizard? A salamander. All right. I'll fight you.
Too slow.
There it is. There we go. Ow. There we go. Whoo, we messed them boys up.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. I want that. 3 desert roses. Okay. All right. You know, we're almost level 30, but I really feel like we should take out these,
Deserve a rest.
or at least grind some of these little fellas. Oh fuck! Went too far.
Time to fight. All yours, Torgal.
Ow. Oh, that's not good. I got dropped.
Fire and flame. This one. All yours, Torgal.
It's a wrap. That was fun. That was a much more intense fight than I actually thought it was going to be. I had no clue it was going to turn into that kind of little squabble. It's fun though.
Ready, go? Faster.
Dude. Oh, here we go. Maybe we should actually mess with these guys. Like, kind of deal with them a little bit. Get better stats. Ow.
Too slow.
Stab. Sweet. The northern Velcroy Desert and the southern Velcroy Desert. I can tell which way is north. Oh, that's not. That's not. Oh, a wild knack. There's a bunch of them. There we go. 4 bloody hides. What? Oh, okay. I guess I was in the middle of a move, so I couldn't do it.
Good girl.
A move. So now we're going north.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Or are we going north? I said narf. Like I was. The first time I meant to say it. The second time I just said it. Are we going narf? Are we narfing? Damn, they went with it on the music for this location. I actually like this location. It's very soothing. Even, I mean, you get plenty of deserts in video games, but for some reason I was just like ready for a desert. While I was playing this game, I was like, I kind of want a desert now. I've seen all these beautiful areas. I like to see what something plain looks like. Plain and dead.
Straight home now.
Oh, that fellow.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Oh. They're not sharing.
There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all having to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
Bummer. For the best drop in Dalimil, visit the final sting. That's funny.
A deposit.
Stable hand.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Clearly, this man loves his
Men of the
chocobo.
Rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
Okay.
A word of advice, traveler. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
For not a rainy day. That's what she said. And I believe her. Right there.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
Eating a cloud with the crust. Oh, that sounds pretty dank. That consistency.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
She's actually know how I like my bread buttered.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
The finest fabric!
Need your sword polishing. Like, jeez, this game.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
And we shall fetch. I'm sorry.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Well, thank you. That is the clutchiest thing you could have done.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Find Byron, speak with Byron.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Little spot of double dealing. Oh, puppy dog. Torgal, best boy.
Fetch.
Hey. Okay. Man, the soundtrack in this game is ridiculous.
me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
I need a drink.
Genuine cactuar needles. Let's say just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Imported from across the sea. What are they trying to say? These are all warmonger or war guys too.
Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
That's some pretty crappy voice acting. It's really hard to see, decipher it without the reading on it.
For Gilbert's sake, you're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream, before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I
Okay, so we want to get over there.
was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Sweetmeats? What in the fuck is a sweetmeat? I had never. I've never heard of a sweetmeat.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Unless you got sweetmeat. Got any of that?
From the stoutest stoneware.
Got one of those?
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread from the oven.
It would make a fine gift.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Oh, we got some pigeons or something over there. Hell diver. Whew. Shoo. Go. Ow. Damn, I just ran all the way over there just to flatten that bitch out.
Let's go.
Those weird lizard wolves. Man, let's go kill us some lizard wolves. Wild necks.
Straight home now.
There we go. Those oases are so beautiful. Whenever you say water in a desert game, whenever you see water in a desert game, it's like the oases. It's so beautiful. This sword is cool looking. I don't understand it, but it's cool.
I'll take it from here.
It's almost like two swords fused together. It's pretty wild.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
Oh my gosh.
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Oh my gosh.
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
What an asshole.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up. Let's try.
New enemies approach? Damn. Royal Knight. Royal Courser? Wow. Interesting group of enemies. They really didn't do much, though.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of loot. Crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Damn. The dudes came up.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Seal obtained. You accept the Desert Rose from Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Wild.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Boom. Oh, okay. Follow the crystals. No wonder we got so much experience from that. It was definitely one of those missions. It's a main mission. And
I've never even forged a butter knife before.
Time to forge a butter knife.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
What's that water?
I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test.
How you been?
Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
All good? Been chilling? That's awesome, dude.
Do you?
I'm afraid not.
I've been doing the same.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand. I've been doing the same, actually. I've been having a good decent amount of luck lately. Got a bunch of fun things happening, and then this game as well, just being fun in general. So
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use...
What games have you been playing, Water?
Living. There's the Butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the Butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Dang, we're just asking everybody all sorts of different questions. Out of those three games,
Take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
out of those three games, what is your favorite that you've been playing?
Take a sniff, sir.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Are we? Oh, so we're doing her the favor too? Jeez. Fortnite. Dang, I'm surprised you're so interested in Fortnite. I mean, I'm not. I am, but I'm not, because you know what I mean. Like that. But Fortnite is dope. It's still good. Diablo 4 is engaging and quite incredible. It is incredible, and they're gonna keep going on and on and on and on and on for a long time. It's definitely the game that would require most game as a service requirements. I just said that like 4 times. Like require more games as a service requirements. It's definitely that type of game. It's a game as a service. I have a long-term approach to Diablo 4, and that's exactly what it is. It's those games are meant to be that, because I mean, you're talking about we're only on number 4, but those games have been out for like decades. So
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
all right, watch out with those carcasses.
Plates and pots!
Plates and pots.
All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
What would you say would be like a game of the year for this year?
Baths are closed.
For you.
Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot, and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
All
Wonderful. It's not far.
right.
Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
All right, bro. Calm down. Calm down. We got you.
In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Okay. Damn, we got so many things happening in this location. Carving out a niche and then hot water. That's the way I was going. Well, we want to go this way to complete these missions then. Okay. Both of them are pretty much that way.
Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
I've got a crystal. So long as we stay out of the Deadlands, we'll be all right.
Having a crystal without water is fine. Word.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
Anything I can interest you in?
I don't know. What's that one? Hunter's arms cloth. Hunter's arms arm cloth. What? So we can get better? Oh, what in the world?
Thank you kindly.
Everything else is down.
Thank you for your custom. Good day, my lord.
Desert Rose.
Thank you for your custom.
Thank you.
Wait inside. What candle? Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
The stoutest stoneware.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Uber wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, that's good that he went and found his own information.
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves?
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
310 and 190. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It would make a fine.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
Oh man, I thought I was gonna be able to kind of cut through here.
Well, we can make our way back to the family.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Faster! Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
What the hell are those things?
Still no? These are salt mines. Jaw obelisk?
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Oh, what's up, good boy? He's such a good boy.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Like a straight up murderer, dude. Alright, so now the main quests do extend beyond where we're going, but here we go. We got the Dalmecan Inn. In the jaw. Trying to throw us around for a switcheroo. Desnov Terraces. Search the Velcroy Desert for the metal trader. Oh shit. Bam! It's just Torval and I. Torval and Clive.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
We have to definitely go this way because we have to make sure that we get all these side missions done. We're obviously not getting much into doing these, but I think they open up other missions. Desnov Terraces. Some bombs.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Bath bombs. Hilarious. Into the fire. Wow. Oh, it's a big old boy. Ow. Ouch. He got juggled. There we go. Enemy slain. F that thing. 101,000. 130. 270.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Holy cannoli. That is a bunch of baths. Oh.
Straight home now.
15 sharp fangs.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
A potion? Desert roses? Dang, how far are we? Might as well. I can only imagine to have to do that pretty often now, especially here.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest.
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
I wonder what's making this game so hard to run. If it comes out on PC, I can only imagine it's going to run a lot better.
Saved my business. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Boom. Hot water. The Breath of the Inferno ignition. It either makes it stronger or gives it a cooldown. I don't know. Let's find out. $2,000. Oh my gosh, we've been killing it in that time. 5,500 for the Judgment Bolt. Wow, we're making those kind of points now, huh? Holy shit, 5,500. Insufficient ability points. Oh my goodness. That's some wild ass shit. Why do I want that so bad? All right, back out into the desert. Dude, this game is ridiculous.
Yes, they're quite.
All right, been having fun with that. Now we're gonna switch up some of the gear. Direwolf Jest increases combo damage by 5%. It reduces ignition cooldown time by 2.2 seconds. Okay, that's that. And then we'll do Raising Fists.
Sort of. My carpets have pride of place.
Drake's Fang. All right, I'll be right back. What? What? All right. Oh, Drake's Fang. One of the Valstea's 5 remaining mother crystals located in the Dalmekian Republic. Unlike its sisters, who jet out from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain. Its citrine fingers reaching inward to the barrow's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dalmex with substantial fortune, and as such, is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Okay. We're gonna take our chocobo.
Come on. Yeah.
Chocobo. Trying to control him with a beer in a hand. Taking the shortest of shortcuts.
Straight home now.
Here's our merchant.
Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
And that's the dog, right?
So, Lord Cook.
Three limestone.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet!
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Well, we can make our way.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
What the hell? Limestone? Spring lime?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Okay. Not too far away.
Well, this is no good.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. You and I
Have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. You didn't think Rosena Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might challenge others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I played the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drake would be the most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, though, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from the Randella carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal, Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom ever since. And while his men made liberal with the coin, they're anything but in exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
my predecessor chief among them.
how very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmacia and Waylid, partners in arms and so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relived to see what brought them to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be pushing to thank you for the service you have done them, if of course they had any idea what you had done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every Mother Crystal in the Twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do not try to disappoint me.
Don't be a stranger.
That was a lot to say, bruh.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Okay. Sometime later. That's the blade? What the
That'll
fuck?
do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
We'll see about that, bro. That knife looked like shit. I'm so done talking to that guy. I don't need to hear your dialogue. Drake's Fang. Alright, so we're going over there, huh? Shoo. Damn, that shit looks crazy. He's got his hands back. Kind of.
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Yeah, them hands ain't moving, bro.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Oh, rough. This guy's getting made into a joke. Lord Harbord, Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waylid's armies, Harbord is known to many as the Constant Knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas' complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The capacity in which has evacuated Hugo Kupka from Rosalith Castle, however, remains a mystery. So he was the guy who helped him get out of there. Castle Dazbog, a castle built within the dome-like mountain that contains Drake's Fang, isn't the primary residence of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, and is lavishly appointed to suit his extravagant tastes.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
What in the world was that? Torgal? So we're in Drake's Fang. This is... Man, we've been making our move here for a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some goblins?
Orcs.
Okay.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
So the orcs have been bought? I didn't even know there was orcs.
They've spotted us. We've been too close.
Cool.
Taken over the entire mine.
Over here!
Stab.
So much for the men of the rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
I honestly don't know which way I'm supposed to go right now. Though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valistea is markedly more and altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores gathered on all sides by nigh unscalable cliffs, having been ravaged by the blight still more grievously than the storm. The kingdom of Waylid is now her sole remaining nation. And orcs are new, a warlike yet surprisingly organized species of beastmen native to Ash. They have long been in conflict with the Wayliders over control of the continent and currently count the bulk of its eastern half as their own. However, the encroaching blight continues to eat into the amount of livable land, making the fight far more territory ever more vital. I guess it makes more sense. A private army under the command of Hugo Kupka, originally deployed by the Dhalmekian Parliament to guard Drake's Fang, the bulk of the force was co-opted by Kupka when he seized control of Mother Crystal. Jeez. And has since served him and only him ever since. Most men of the Rock idolize the commander for his political and financial achievements. After all, few men can claim to have been made permanent economic advisors to the Dhalmekian Parliament and build a wealth worthy of several generations in a single lifetime. Oh, so he's that wealthy. Wow. That's pretty nuts. I would not take him for that kind of drive. No, we already came this way. Oh, hello. Dude, damn. So that move is actually, it's actually a lot quicker than it looks. Oh, it's a wrap. Jeez. Favor of lightning rod.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
God damn, it's a beatdown.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How do they get in here?
That's a wrap. Fun. Meteorite. Another door.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
This dude really did. Holy shit. He built his fucking castle in the goddamn Mother Crystal.
Let the trial begin.
We're doing trials? Yep.
me talk.
Undertaker? Fuck this thing up.
There's a good boy.
Oh shit. There we go. Fuck. Dude's a wrap.
This one. To me, Flames! You lose.
The Undertaker vanished. Vanquished. That's a weird looking sword, dude. It is what it is.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
Castle Dazbog, huh? Lots of dudes dead here.
More of them.
After doing all this, I'm assuming we're gonna get to face the our Titan boy.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to reinvigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look at the icon to defeat the target with this. Okay. Okay. Dude.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Oh, that's right. Ultima could be still doing all this bullshit. There you go. There you go. Okay, and we keep pushing.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Yeah.
But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Yeah, this is not good. The inner sanctum, Drake's Fang.
Just what I needed.
There it is.
That had better be the last of them.
Oh my gosh. Several hundred. Oh, come on. Let's get a fight with him.
My everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Ifrit's right there.
Get away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Rascal!
this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Oh my gosh. This is so sick. Let's go. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2 and square to longer to increase its size and explosion.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Bust those ankles. What? What in the world? Why is he so big, dude?
Found to help me. It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
He's still running. go. I'm doing so terrible. Staggered. There we go. Oh, it fucking blew his arm off. Oh my gosh. Come on. That was straight up ridiculous. But now we killed them. That's what I was hoping for, and that's what we got. But he was also... He was kind of an easy enemy. I'll be right back. That was fun. So fun. It's like a roller coaster in this game.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
From stone to sand. Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon. Oh my gosh, north of the Isle of York. These are the Dragoons.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Whoa.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I saw that one coming. I was like, is that... Yeah.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Man, this game is going wild. The storytelling is all over the place.